Hello everybody, I'm SocioPsycho, and today I'm going to show you a game called Dominique Pamplemousse. This is a game created by I have no clue how to say it, Durikikataya Studios, and this is a claymation singing point-and-click story-driven game. And I will say in the beginning that my review of this game is not overly positive. Now perhaps this was marketed to somebody of a much different age group. I'm not exactly sure exactly what they were trying to achieve with this. So going into this knowing that my review is going to be negative, I'm going to break it up into different quadrants. I'm going to tell you everything that's good with the game and then everything that is bad with the game.
Haven't had a case in ages, not since the recession. Spend my work days playing free cell, kind of an obsession.
And the things that are good with the game is that for the right audience, which I'm not sure what they're trying to pull in, the game actually has a few witty one-liners. Nothing that's gonna make your gut bust, but a few things that'll make you smile. As long as if you like this sort of animational style, it may just very well soothe you over. It's a short game and not one that's overly complicated. Unfortunately, that's all I really have to say about the positive things. When we go into all the negative aspects of the game, it comes down to the music first off. While you can change the settings on your desktop, there is no options menu in the game. Now, being a claymation and no graphics setting makes sense, I get that, but at least a music slider would be nice, as many times the music is very overbearing and loud, which also goes into the fact that they try to make this an oldie feel, probably like a detective, Dick Tracy, old-time feel, and they felt the need to have this repetitive song just playing again and again and again and again, which gets old really fast. Even though this is a really short game, people have beaten in an hour, it's quite annoying. What's more annoying than that is the static that they felt necessary, as if I was listening to it on some radio from the 60s. You don't need to sacrifice audio for immersion. If anything, you do exactly the opposite. Now, this is a sort of point and click and a very basic structure. There's only a limited things you can click, and it hands you a whole in a linear manner, which, point and clicks do. But what is the issue, though, is that the writing feels very lazy. It's not well written out. The dialogue kind of feels sluggish at points. Where you're going to have a novel story experience with clay animation, the story needs to be very good, which is not the case here. It's as simple as that. If you don't have good writing in your story to really swing you into the dialogues, and the dialogues become boring and tedious, which then in turn becomes a annoyance. Now, one thing that people may enjoy about this game, because it takes a different toll, is the fact that it has a lot of singing into it. It's sort of like a bad version of West Side Story in a detective world. And why I say that some people may enjoy it and whatnot, singing's not done well.
Welcome to my lovely office. It's so nice to see you here. Please do try not to break anything, or you'll be booted in the rear. I'd hate to be a teen idol, especially if it meant there'd be millions of posters of me everywhere. Yikes. Bunch of stuff in here, schmaltzy pros, I'm so in love with Casey, he's so dreamy, on and on and on, so it goes, standard boring teenage mushiness. Devin's room is cleaner than I thought. Usually there'd be clothes strewn about, instead they're neatly packed in this dresser, probably not that big a deal.
The voice acting feels like it's been done by a bunch of teenagers, and the singing throughout the game that I've been able to experience has a severe lack of heart. Now, I'm not a singer, but I have ears and I have heart, and the game feels to lack an emotional connection to the characters. It feels like it's low budget. That's fine and whatever. And many times in the game also, the music and the voice acting do not clash. Many times the music will be louder than the voice acting, and thus leading you to be strained even more on the fact of wondering what the character is trying to say, which is always an issue. Alright, I think that's enough. You get the point. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money, but me personally, this was a waste of my time. If you enjoy this, then good for you, and I hope it brings you as much fun as you want. But for anybody who doesn't have a lot of time or a lot of money, even though this is only $4, if you don't want to waste your money or you don't have time to spend, this is not what you're looking for, then just stay away from it. For those that do enjoy it, well, good for you. I've been SocioPsycho, everybody. See you next time.